What happens when you stop chasing women? Furthermore, what is chasing? Should you chase or shouldn't you? To answer all of these questions, I've put together this video. And in order to go deep into this topic, I have a video on screen from FitX Fearless, who's a popular dating coach online, and he primarily gives advice to young men to maximize their physical appearance, get dates, improving their love life, their health, etc., etc. And recently he made this video titled, What Happens When You Stop Chasing Women? So I'm going to play the clip on screen throughout this video, and I'm going to give pauses where I will give my thoughts on what I agree with, what I disagree with, basically to give you a full in-depth breakdown on my opinion on his dating advice to men. And I also want to shout out one of the members in my relationship community, Carlos Padilla. He has been harping on for weeks to me that I would make a video criticizing some of FitX Fearless's dating advice. So shout out to him. And without further ado, let's watch the video and see what happens when you stop chasing women, according to him.
In this video, we're going to talk about what happens when you stop chasing women. The truth. A lot of men think that chasing women is the only way. You look at chasing women as the solution, to your dating life, that you're not getting what you want. I just got to chase more girls. But that's quite the opposite. I know it's fearful. All you've been told is to chase. But in this video, I got something different for you. I'm going to show you what actually happens when you stop chasing women. Number one, the first thing that happens when you stop chasing women is that they try to call your bluff.
Okay, let me pause it right there. So I agree with what he said at the beginning, that a lot of you have been taught all you got to do is chase, and it's wrong and you should stop doing it. I agree 100%. Why? Because when you chase something, it's running away from you. It's not coming closer. Therefore, there is an imbalance in the interaction. It's not genuine, and you both don't want the same thing. Thus, one is chasing, one's running away. Okay, if I'm a police officer and I'm going to arrest a criminal and that guy doesn't want to get caught, he's going to run. So I would have to chase after him. In the same context, in a male to female interaction in the dating world, if as a man you are chasing after women, by de facto, you are going after women that don't want you. That's the bottom line. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. If you keep running after women that don't like you, you're not going to suddenly get a woman that likes you. I think it is a complete waste of time, and you should never chase women. Ever. What you should be doing is extending an invitation to a woman. Once you approach a woman, look at her body language, looking at her words and her actions. Does she show any signs that she desires you? When you approach her, and if the conversation flows naturally, ask for her number. Then, if you talk a little bit further, set up a date. No different than if you use a dating app. You match with a girl, ask for her number, hop on a call, talk, see if you like her, then extend an invitation. And when you do it this way, you're pre-qualifying women. See, when you're chasing, it's coming from a place of desperation. You're hoping if you just keep throwing yourself at every woman, one of them's going to say yes. But if you look at the indicators of attraction when you're out and about in real life, and a woman comes up to you, or she smiles and she signals that she likes you, now you go and approach. You extend an invitation. If she doesn't want to give you her number or rejects you, on to the next. Let it be. Don't have to keep chasing after her. If you're on a dating app and you match with her, ask for her number. She doesn't give her number out. Move on to the next. Because the whole purpose of dating is to find a woman that is ready, willing, and able to date. There's no ex in the background. She's not, she doesn't know what she wants. She's not got problems holding her back. She's not dating you because you're not really attractive and it's because of pity and she's lonely. You want a woman with a well screwed on self-esteem who knows what she wants in a man, and she dates you because she really desires you and she actually cares and she's interested in getting to know who the man is in here, which is you. That is what you want to be aiming for when you date. So you approach women. If they reject you, on to the next. Ask for the number on a dating app. If they say no, on to the next. That is what I believe. That is what I teach. So yes, I agree 100%. Chasing after women is a waste of time.
But when you're chasing the girl, you know what she immediately does? She puts you in a category of simp. She puts you in a category of she's better than you. Every single time I've ever over pursued a girl, chased a girl, she always treated me like I was a loser because I was subconsciously telling her that she was better than me. Think about this for a second, guys. What do you tell somebody when you are pursuing and chasing them? Are you telling her to treat you better, or are you telling her that she's better than you? You treat her like a celebrity, she's gonna treat you like a fan. So when you are chasing the woman, when you're pedestalizing the woman, she says, okay, boom, he's one of them. Women have different rules for different dudes. The moment she puts you in, he's one of them type of dudes, and you didn't say, okay, I'm gonna stop chasing now, I listen to FedEx Fearless, she's gonna call your bluff. That's the first thing she's gonna do. She's gonna be like, oh.
So here I'm gonna have to disagree. Not every woman is gonna call your bluff. Because the reality is, if you chase after a woman or you approach a woman and she rejects you and the guy keeps trying, maybe she gives him the number out of pity, right? Just to get rid of him passively later on, just deletes or blocks him. Is you got to understand what quality of women is FedEx Fearless referring to. If you're talking about a woman who has some self-respect and you come up and talk to her or you try and approach her and she just doesn't like you, man, even if you add her on social media or you have a number and you start blowing up her phone, she's going to let you down either softly or directly. If she has self-respect, because she doesn't care about getting to know a guy she does not like. So it doesn't matter if she puts you in a category of, oh, he's a simp. No, not every woman is going to do that. Most women are going to be repulsed and turned off if they don't like you. They don't care if you keep chasing them. Now, the only sort of woman that's going to keep you in the background and add you to a follower list or just keep texting you for funsies is a woman that has low self-esteem. A woman who's not secure in herself, who's not comfortable in her own skin, so she feels like she needs to get the attention from men she doesn't like to kind of feel pretty, because the men she finds attractive or the men she likes, for some reason, she hasn't either found one yet or it's just not working out in her dating life. But at least having a guy like you that she doesn't like in her messages, oh, hi, how are you? At least she's got something to keep her occupied temporarily. And the problem is with this quality of woman, number one, she's wasting your time. And number two, she's destroying her character even more so. Because subconsciously she's telling herself that it's okay to do this to a man, which makes her a lower quality woman and you more of a desperate man for even wasting your time being in that interaction. So I would have to disagree here. Women that do this, women that keep guys in the background, women that are talking to 3-4 guys they're not even interested in, who they are never ever going to date, but they just have them there because they're just lonely. Low self-esteem, there's probably other red flags or something going on. But that's not the quality of woman you want to date. That isn't. Women that have self-respect, why would they want to keep you there? Think about it. As a guy, let's say you were talking to a girl and for whatever reason she's just not it, you're not feeling it. Are you going to keep her in the background? Are you going to keep texting her for fun? No. Maybe if you're immature, you're lustful, and you're just like that quality of woman I described, then sure. But if you have some integrity, man, you're just going to, look, I'm sorry, I'm not interested, you give her closure. Well, you just let her go and you move on to the next. And as a man, wouldn't you prefer a woman that's not interested in you just tell you, look, sorry, I'm not into you? Or if she doesn't tell you at the very least, men, pay attention to the signs. Why would you wait for a woman to even come back into your life if she didn't value you when you were there first? Come on now.
Oh yeah, he full of shit. Yeah, he might be taking a break from DMing me every day. He gonna start back again. It'll even be laughable. It'll be hysterical. She'll be like, you think you done chasing me? She's not gonna say this, but it's gonna be kind of her vibe. This is what's gonna be going through her head. She's gonna be like, oh yeah, this. Oh look, he stopped being a loser for a day. This is gonna happen for like a week or so. She ain't gonna be affected by it at all. The second thing that's gonna happen is she's gonna start getting intrigued. Okay, now wait a minute. Now I know I said, he was a clown, but what's going on here? You start to rewire their brain chemicals. Like, wait, what's going on? Why is he? Now she's going from ha ha ha, he's a loser, to ha ha ha, look, the loser stopped messaging me. He finally, he may have gotten bored of chasing me. So now wait, what's going on? He hasn't sent another DM. He hasn't pursued me. You now flip it to intrigue. Now she's wondering what is going on. Why did the guy that was acting like a loser? Why did the guy that I put in a different category start to act differently? What changed?
Again, this advice is nonsense, because if you're dealing with normal, mentally stable women, if they don't like you, they don't care if you stop texting them. They're thinking, great, the guy's finally gotten the message and he's leaving me alone. So again, it goes back to, if he's such a good dating coach and this is his top tier advice, I would question as a man, what quality of women is he dealing with? And what quality of women is he encouraging his clients to date? I would never want any of you guys to deal with a woman like this. Yeah, bro, if you just fucking, excuse my French, if you just stop texting her for a few days and then she's going to think what's wrong and now she's suddenly going to want you again. It's like, it doesn't work. That's manipulation. And that's only going to work on a woman that, again, she's not with it up here. She doesn't really want you. She's dysfunctional. She's probably juggling a few other guys because she doesn't know what she wants. She's not ready, she's not willing, and she's not able to date, and definitely not date you. And it's this advice teaches us, you men, to be desperate. It teaches you to waste your time on a woman that didn't really desire you. You don't want to be a woman's last draft pick, or backup option, or you want to be a woman's first choice. You want her to look at you and think, oh my goodness, he's so handsome. She talks to you, wow, he's interesting. He seems like a cool guy. I'm a lucky girl. I really want to get to know him. And she's not playing any games because she likes you. That is what I want you to experience and have as a man. Anything else is a waste of your and her time in the long run, not just the short term. So this tactic, it's pure manipulation. Yeah, you pretend you're all alpha, you wait a few days, and then she somehow starts missing you. What sort of messed up woman is going to do this? And yes, when I was a younger guy, I know from experience, I was like, a teenager, and I would try and talk to a girl who didn't like me. I'd wait a few days, she'd text me back. All those interactions fizzled out. I tried that. Okay, she doesn't like me, what do? She texts you and you get all excited. It doesn't go anywhere because those women don't really like you. Why would you waste your time?
This is where you will see a lot of women that see you with a different girl switch up. Have you ever been with a new girl and the girl from the past start hitting you up? That's what happened. The intrigue. She wondered if you leveled up. She wondered if you changed. She wondered if that mindset evolved. But that's just number two. She went from...
Again, no woman with self-respect who doesn't like you, does not care what you've done in your life. You could roll up with a Lamborghini, but if she doesn't think you're handsome or she doesn't have the same values as you, she just doesn't like you, whatever reason, it doesn't matter what you try and do in the background, how you level up, because she doesn't care. The only sort of women that, are going back to a guy that they never really liked to begin with are women who they themselves don't have much to offer a man. Because she can't get a man she really wants. So what does she have to do? Go back on her social media. Let me look at the last 4 guys I've rejected. I guess this one will do. Looks like he's doing a little bit better. So what does that encourage? Is she going to be with you for materialistic or vain reasons? Oh, do you have to have another woman on your arm for her to want you? That doesn't sound like real desire, does it? Sounds like a waste of time, if you ask me.
Calling your bluff to now she's saying, what's going on? Something must have happened. Now she's actually curious. This brings to number 3. This is when she starts to stalk you. Yeah. She starts to look through your stories. You're like, wait a minute. I ain't heard from this girl in a month. Now all of a sudden, she in my stories. That's why you guys go fit. Why she always watch my stories, but she don't respond? She thought you were a loser, and then when you showed her that you weren't a loser, she started to look and said, what's going on with him? What changed?
And we have an ad popping up. Again, I completely disagree. And the entire frame upon which Felix Feliz is approaching this, it's so desperate. It's like, can't you just put yourself out there and find a woman that you like, who likes you back, instead of waiting for a woman who rejected you to begin with, to then do all these different tactics on social media and hoping that she realizes, oh my goodness, I missed out on such a good guy. He's got a beautiful girl in his life. Or, oh, he's leveled up. Now, I should give him a shot. Is that what you want? Man, if a woman doesn't see your worth when you first start talking to her, let her go. It's so pathetic. It's such a sad lens by which you view your dating. I think it's just a waste. But let's continue on.
Then she's going to start doing some digging. What's going on in his life? Did he get a new girl? Did he get a new car? Did he get a raise? She's going to be actively seeing and trying to figure out what's going on with you. She's going to be actively trying to figure out if something changed because she was used to you acting like every other dude. Women can't help themselves. They're like cats. Think about cats, right? When you show a cat too much attention, it runs away, it scratches you. Get off me. But when you don't bother a cat, you don't even notice it, it come crawl up under you. I don't like cats at all. and I will be a perfect example of this. I don't like cats at all, but all my experiences with cats, because I don't like them, because I try to stay away from them, they always be trying to come by me. I'm like, what? Leave me alone. That's how women are. But if I was chasing the cat, hey, little kitty, meow, meow, right away. Women are just like that. You chase, they run. You act like you don't even want to deal with them, they like, hey. They come try to rub up on you. Why don't you?
Again, the whole frame from which he's looking at the interaction between men and women is your two options as a man are either chase, which he says you shouldn't do, fair enough. But the other option, according to FitX Fearless, is you don't chase at all. The women that you wanted to chase who didn't want you. And then when she thinks, oh, he hasn't texted me in 5 days. Oh, he stopped being a simp, quote unquote. Oh, maybe there is something about it. Maybe he's a good guy. Maybe I should give him a chance. And she comes back to you. That frame is pathetic. You can find a woman that has a real desire for you. She is intelligent, has the same values, and you can kick it off from the get-go. When I met the woman of my dreams, it's like we met online, we had a few calls, video calls, we asked a few quality questions, I vetted her, she vetted me, set up our first date, we were already talking for a couple of weeks. When I met up with her, it was like I already knew her. Vetted her over the next few weeks, and before you know, we were in a long-term relationship, that's it. And since then, we've spent practically all of our time together, every single week, consistently now for a couple of years. And I absolutely love her, and so does she. We always spend quality time. When we're not together, she's calling me, blowing up my phone all the time. I text her back, and we maintain connection during period of absence. I miss her when she's not there, and she misses me when I'm not there. What mind games did I have to play to achieve that? Oh no, I'm spending too much time with her. No. I have a healthy balance away to my business, working on my business. But beyond that, we spend most of our free time together because we love each other. So this whole principle of, oh yeah, women like cats, you got to let them go. I've heard a lot of coaches talk about this over the years. But again, it comes from that lens of you're dealing with a woman that doesn't really want you. So she's naturally going to go off for a long periods of time. When you guys get a woman that really loves you, really desires you, she trusts you, she respects you, she adores you, she's bonded with you, she wants to spend her time with you practically all the time, you become her number one priority. I mean, she'll spend time away from you to literally work out, sleep, if she work, maybe spend a bit of time with family or friends, but then all of her free time, it's with you because she loves you. That's what happens with normal, healthy couples that love each other. So this whole, oh yeah, women are like cats, it's like, I used to think that years back when I was younger, because I'd watch some of these guys and you'd hear that advice a lot online. But I think it comes down to the quality of woman you were with. If you're dealing with a woman that doesn't really want you, she might always behave like a cat with you, come and go as she pleases, because there's no attachment. There's no deep connection. What's anchoring her to you? Nothing. But dealing with a woman that actually cares about you, man, you won't be able to get rid of her. And you won't want to. You will love spending time with her because you feel the same way. So some of you guys, you really got to understand chemistry and compatibility. I mentioned it a lot in my videos. You both find each other physically attractive and your belief system, values and lifestyle align. So you can bond, relate and want to enjoy time together. And over time, the connection gets stronger and stronger and you spend even more and more time together until you're inseparable. And that's just the way it should be. That's the way it is for me, my woman and the clients that I help and the quality of women I help them find. That is what they get from a woman. The advice that he's giving you, Felix Phyllis, it's coming from such a weak frame. It's the bare minimum. It's like you have no standards. Again, as I said, I think it's pathetic, but let's continue on.
You paying attention to me? This is exactly how women are. To the fact that that cat will start to looking for you. The person ignoring them. This is literally how women are. They're like, wait, the cat be like, where's he at? You start noticing the cat is everywhere. Like, wait, can you leave me alone? It's starting to watch you, observe you, but you ignoring the cat. That's how women act, guys. When you ignore the cat, when you don't act like everybody else, it starts to get curious to the point where it starts to seek you out. So you start to see that these girls are like, wait a minute, I'm on his stories. Like, what's going on? Why he ain't really feeling me like that? What's going on? That brings them number 4. Then they try to bait you to come back. This is the classic, bro. I would say I've experienced this with every single girl that I ever implemented this strategy on. Whenever a woman was trying to act like she was
Canta el ritmo.
Another ad. Let's see what he has to say.
shit didn't stink, and I just completely left it. I just ignored it. I just stopped chasing or pursuing. They always try to come back and bait me to chase them again. The way they do it, classic. Hey, how you been? Or they start liking a bunch of your stories.
Yeah, and it's true that the women that don't really like you, who have nothing going for them, yeah, they might come back and they might do this. I've seen some women do it to me too when I was a younger man. Yeah, they'll come back, hi, how are you? They'll text you out of the blue. Or like some of these girls dump you and they come back after a few months. Hi, how are you? Yeah, it didn't work out with the other guy and now you're coming back. Again, do you want to be a woman's first draft pick? Or do you want to be her backup option when things go bad or she's lonely or there's nothing else happening with her? You need to start paying serious attention to this stuff as a man. Like, the fact that this guy, FedEx Fearless, is telling you that this is what you should be doing, I mean, I think this it's entirely avoidable if you just focus on raising your standards and finding a woman that desires you.
They start liking a bunch of your posts. Luckily for me now, I got a good amount of followers on social media, so I can't even see who's liking my shit. I don't know who's liking my posts. Girls, they don't have that leisure again with me. When I didn't have as many followers, I could see which girls like my stuff. I've literally had girls tell me, I like some of your pictures. I literally, like my notifications, especially on Instagram, is like 10,000 people did this. 3,000 people I'm not even bothering. In retrospect, the clout has made me less available. Funny enough, right? It has made me less observant of what women do. And that probably makes them even more crazy. They're DMing me more now because of the clout. Because they know these motherfuckers ain't gonna see no damn likes. I ain't gonna see who's watching my stories. Thousands of people are watching. So I'm not gonna sit there and scroll. So women, that's forcing women's hand. That's something you guys can look forward to as you develop yourself as a man to create some kind of social status. Okay?
Again, what social status and all of these other financial attributes, men like this use those things to supplement their lack of personality or character, you could say. And the shame with him is, he's obviously Felix is in good shape. He's a good-looking guy, except the done-up eyebrows, which is very effeminate and not traditionally masculine. Like, yeah, he can definitely go out there and find himself a good quality woman. And if you're an attractive man, yes, you're statistically your dating life is, at least the doors that will be open for you will be higher. So I do believe all men, you should take care of your looks, you should take care of your appearance, and work with what God has given you and put yourself out there and be presentable to a woman who has standards. So she thinks, oh, he's handsome, I'd love to talk to him and get to know him. But what he's trying to say is, oh, once I became popular and I grew my social media and I built all this status for myself, now they're coming to me and you can force women's hand. You don't really need this stuff to get a woman to like you. A normal, mentally stable woman just wants a guy she desires. And she's willing to grow with you. If she finds you attractive and as a man, you're confident, you have a plan, you know where you're going in life, and she sees that, she'll hold on to you and she'll trust you. If you've already worked on yourself and you've built something out of yourself, fantastic. But understand, there's a fine line there. Ideally, you want to be with a woman when you're building yourself. For the younger guys watching, if you're an older man, 30 plus, fine, you've already built yourself, congratulations. But be careful, because smart women will always be on the lookout and they will analyze. Is he hiding behind his looks? Is he hiding behind his money? Because there are a lot of guys who are very insecure and they make a lot of money or they drive a nice car and women can see right through it. It's all an act. They're just trying to present an image that they're this guy, that they have this aura about them, but deep down they're little insecure boys, and they have all these material additions to try and portray that they are someone else, that they are this big tough guy, but deep down they're not. And the more masculine you are, the less materialistic or the less money you need to even get a woman. This is why there are guys who are practically homeless or they have zero money, but they're attractive and they know how to talk to a woman. They know how to really show that they care and ask her questions and get to know her and open her up. And they get the women. So you can't supplement real desire for materialistic things. If you work on yourself, great. But remember, guys, if your personality is boring and you're overweight or you're unattractive, you haven't taken care of your appearance, but you make good money, you're just going to get gold diggers. I'm just going to be honest with you. So work on those things, great, but develop a personality. Learn to be more overt, more extroverted, talk more, be a better talker, better listener, develop your communication skills. And work on your appearance so that you feel more confident, you look better, you feel better. That's very important. But social status and all these things, you're not going to get the quality of woman you'd really want if that's what you're leading with.
Speaking of social status, by the way, on my exclusive site, FedEx Talks, I teach you how to take good photos so you can attract women. So you can be the guy that you don't even notice what they're doing, right? My exclusive site, guys, if you guys didn't know, I have an exclusive site. It's called FedEx Talks. I help teach you guys things to make more money, right? How to look better, but I also teach you how to grow your manhood, because it is possible, and there's research that proves it. But it takes.
This guy's literally talking about how to grow your pee-pee. I mean, this is this is dysfunctional.
So if you don't know about FedEx Talks, you want to know how to have profiles and how to find photographers. I actually have a video specifically for that. So go in the link in the description, the pinned comments, or go to that video on FedEx Talks so you can know how to set up your Instagram and find a photographer so your Instagram can look good. It's on FedEx Talks. But anyway, girls are more willing now to pursue and chase me because they know their little efforts won't work with me. So yeah, man, they're gonna try to bait you. If you're a guy, you're gonna notice that. You ignore the girl, you stop chasing her, she's gonna be like, hey, how's it been? You're like, wait, she hitting me up? This was the girl that was acting all brand new. Now she's hitting you up. Now she's saying, hey, what's up? Now she's saying, hey, how you doing? But you can't fall for that bait. There's a reason it's called bait. A lot of guys at this point, you've done well. When they called you a bluff, you didn't fold. When they get intrigued, you didn't fold. When they start to stalk you, you didn't fold. And most men tend to fall at step number 4, which is the bait. Don't fall for it. They have a strategy.
Again, why would you even want to waste your time as a supposedly high-value man with a woman that ignored you? You had to pull back for days or weeks for her to even respond to you? Why, when you can find yourself a woman who from the get-go will happily give you her number, happily go on a call with you, happily go on a date with you, text you every day normally, want to call you, want to see you often, not play games with you? You get what you are at the end of the day. If you play games like him and you try and manipulate women and do all these tactics and strategies, don't be surprised when you attract women who are doing the exact same thing to you. Because you do reap what you sow, as it says in Galatians 6:7 in scripture. Okay? Be very careful with the actions you take. If you play stupid games, you're going to attract dumb women that are doing the same thing back to you. If you try this on any good quality woman, she's going to be stepping far away from you. There's a reason why guys like FedEx Fearless, they're single, or they can only get these caked up materialistic gold diggers. Because their entire interaction with a woman is manipulation. There's no love. There's no intention of, I'd love to get to know you. I'd love to marry you one day and have a family and honor you and build a life with you. It's all selfish. It's all for image. It's all, what can I extract from you? It's lustful. It's all about taking. There's no love. This is not the way you should be.
Strategy, proven strategy. They go through that sequence and then they bait you. Yeah, I missed you. Let's talk. Let's hang out. They got you. It was all bait. They thought you actually leveled up. They thought you actually became that dude. Then you fell for the bait when she reached out. You get excited again. She won. I can't tell you how many guys told me, Fit man, she disappeared, came back. And then when I set a date again, she disappeared again. Yep, that's exactly what she wanted. She was baiting your ass. Whenever a girl comes back, she starts showing you some attention, you give her scraps. Yeah, you give her scraps. Yeah, we gotta make sure she ain't full of shit. So whenever she comes back and she's baiting you, she's liking your pictures again, don't act like you see it. If she messages you.
Like, again, his frame of reference, there's no standards. So, again, he's giving all these men advice when this is the stuff that he wants you to do. This is the advice that I would have for you. If you extended an invitation to a woman, you ask for her number, or you've been talking to a girl and she goes cold on you, she disappears, and she comes back after a few weeks, send her a simple message. Hey, hope you're doing well. I understand why you're reaching out. I wish you all the best. I'm not interested in interacting any further with you. Personally, I don't want to waste my time with a woman who doesn't want to talk to me for days or weeks and comes back at her own disposal. Wish you all the best. Bye. And you move on. And that's if you want to give a woman a closure and send her a message in hopes that she learns and she's a better woman down the road for whoever else she meets. But if not, cut the message off, don't even respond, and move on with your life. Why would you even entertain a woman who's coming back and let's see if she's really being real or not? Why? You know deep down why she's coming back. All the men that wanted her didn't want her. Now she's going back to you. So it's pathetic. That's your day in life. Come on now.
You say, she's like, hey, how's it been? How you doing? Oh, it's pretty good. Just been busy with work. Just been, grinding like normal. You? Oh, same. Oh, that's what's up. Oh, hope you have the good rest of your week, man. I hope you have a good rest of your week. She's like, what the fuck? So I reached out to him. He responded. He doesn't sound angry or bitter. And he ain't excited to get to see me again. Ooh, buddy, now she's gonna have to act right. That's number 5. If you can pass the bait test, they will start to follow your lead. She sees that when she tried to bait you, you didn't fold, you didn't get excited, you didn't jump on it, you're gonna solidify it to her. Stamped. He changed. Because what she's really trying to see, this is an indirect bluff.
Again, he's coming from the frame of mind that if you chased a woman or you just spoke to a woman normally and she rejected you, disappears and comes back, and you were held strong, she's going to see you changed. And it's like, if a woman likes you from the get-go, she's not disappearing on you unless you're saying and doing things that turn her off, push her away, or scare her away. Okay? That's the only reason you're going to really push a woman away. The only other reasons why women disappear from a man's life, number 1, lack of chemistry. She doesn't really think you're that handsome. Bottom line. Number 2, she spoke to you a little bit and she came to find you guys don't have the same values, your life ain't aligned, so there's no substance there, so she moves on. Number 3, she could have an ex in the background or she's dealing with other guys she likes more than you. Since she has a stronger connection, she cuts you off. Number 4, as I mentioned just before, you're saying and doing things that are turning her off, scaring a woman away. You're acting needy and insecure, which, yes, can push a woman away, even if she found you attractive to begin with or you've got the same values. And then number 5, she obviously has some self-esteem issues or other interpersonal problems such as red flags and other issues that are preventing her from being genuine, open, or knowing how to properly handle or treat a man. So she's dysfunctional and you should avoid her. So with all of that said and done, it's like, even if you said and did things to turn a woman off and you can kind of wait and she can come back into your life, is it really worth it? Because as Phil has said, yeah, if she comes back into your life, now you can lead her. After doing all of that, having to wait days or weeks for her to come back and give you a chance, the imbalance is off. Why? When you can just find a woman who likes you off the rip, you know how to treat her, how to court her, and you won't have these problems. That's what I think's much better. It saves you time and energy and a headache.
She's saying, okay, I called your bluff, you didn't fold. I was intrigued, you didn't fold. I started to even look at your shit, you didn't fold. Let me see if me contacting you makes you fold. I fell for this mistake. The girl who broke my heart, when she told me she needed a break, it was a test to see if I was high value enough. I failed by reaching out to her. Shouldn't have done that. I was stupid.
No, if a girl's telling you she wants a break, she's already disconnected and months ago and she's not in love with you anymore. She doesn't want a relationship. Given the fact how manipulative he is, I wonder what he would have done or said to turn her off, how he was behaving, or again, comes back to what quality of relationship did he have with this woman? What was his end goal with her? Did they have chemistry? Were they compatible or not? What else was going on? Those are the variables on which these things happen. Women do not dump men they love. That's the bottom line. So again, if he's her and he's got all these issues, she said she wanted a break and I chased after her. Yeah. But it's like, even if you let her go, she would have still walked. Why would you want a woman who's going to leave you? Why would you wait around for her?
Let women bait you to come back. They have to come back and submit. They have to come back and follow your lead. That's the only way.
I disagree again. If she leaves, shut the door and move on. Find a woman, start fresh with a girl who's ready, willing and able to date you with a clean slate. There's nothing wrong with her. She likes you, you like her, and you don't have any drama. That's what you should be going for. If you as a man have made mistakes and you've pushed women away, you've turned them off, it's really hard to get back and start again. You're better off just moving on, especially if you're young.
They will respect you. So when she comes back with that bait, no thank you. And like I said, number 5 is to follow your lead. If you can master that, now the dynamics have been flipped to your favor. Now you call the shots. We can hang out when I'm available. She knows she can't play that game with you again. You know why? Because she's going to have to come back and do it all again. So now she's going to follow your lead. Now she's going to do the shit that you want to do. Now she's going to make herself available or else you're just going to disappear again. She can't trick you. You can't be manipulated. You can't be used. It's not going to work on you. You're not going to fall for it. And that's when she respects you. That's when she follows your lead. Okay? And that's it, guys. This is what happens when you stop chasing women. This is the truth. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video.
I'll give him a like because, fair enough, he does teach that you shouldn't chase women. But again, the entire framework upon which he's coming from, I think it's a waste of time. Yes, you shouldn't be chasing women in the first place. The second a woman rejects you or shows you resistance that she doesn't want you, Take it as a sign. There's plenty of fish in the sea. There's a new bus every 15 minutes. Find yourself a girl that does like you. A woman that, I mean, it's well and good you thinking she's, oh my goodness, she's so beautiful, I'm so lucky. She should feel the same way about you. She should feel like, wow, I don't want to mess it up with him. I'm going to text him back in a normal time. I'm going to call him back normally. I'm not going to do any mind games because I actually like this guy. I don't want to mess up with him. That's what you want from a woman. That's how you build a proper relationship where she actually likes you. She wants to be there. Having to twist her arm by playing mind games and pulling back for 2-3 days and she comes back and now you can show her who's king. It's like you're wasting your damn time, which I've made clear throughout this video. And for those of you that like to learn more about what I do, I'll leave a link down below to my website. Click on the Learn More button or the About page, and it'll take you directly to a link. 20-minute video, tells you a little bit more about what I do. And if you'd like to get my help one-on-one and sign up to my relationship community and course, it's all here. And to see if you're a good fit, there's a link to click on, or you can book a call with me at a time of your choosing. And if it works for you, we'll chat on a call and I'll see if you're a good fit for my community. And on another note, if you'd like to join my other relationship community, I'll leave a link down below. It's only $11 a month. And with that said, that's really been the video for today. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree with FitX Fearless? Do you agree with me? Do you have a different opinion? I'd love to hear it. Share it with someone as well who would benefit from this video. And with that said, I'll see you all in the next one.